Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to talk about the first term syllabus for playgroup or pre-nursery, you can say. So this video is being asked from my Facebook and my Instagram followers. They wanted me to make and discuss the first term syllabus as they are homeschooling their children right now. So before starting the other topic, I want to discuss the motor skill activities. I have always started teaching my children from motor skill activities. This improves their mental skills, ability to memorize things, and strengthen their muscles for holding pencil in the future. Or you can say pre-writing activities as well. So the first activity that I'm going to discuss is holding a spoon. So holding a spoon is a task for young kids around 2.5 or 2 years old child. So first I'm going to discuss how to hold a spoon. They can hold spoon while eating and trying to eat their food or transferring something from one place to another. So the second thing was the same thing, transferring rice, pebbles, or anything that you give them in a bowl so they can transfer from one bowl to another. The third thing is table manners, putting their chair in and out, cleaning and wiping the table when they are done eating their food or done doing their activities or their classwork while they're in the classrooms. Stringing beads, transferring water from one bowl to another with a spoon or a dropper, or you can use a sponge as well. Transferring a toy egg or a beef toy, if you have, you can show them how they can transfer the toy egg from one pan to another. The last is putting popsicle sticks in a container according to the sizes. So you can take a container, make few sizes and take some big, medium, small sizes of popsicle sticks, and they can insert it accordingly. So let's move on to language, that is English. So the first thing that you are going to introduce your child is letters, and in other words, alphabets. So mothers at home are already making their children familiar with ABCD, with poems and sounds and different things that they show them on their iPads or books that they read their children to. So first thing is alphabets, or you can say letters, and once they're done with that, mothers should recognize sounds of each letter that they are introducing their children to. But in the beginning they have to recognize the sounds, the pronunciation of sounds, how you're going to pronounce each letter with sounds, matching of sounds with pictures. So how you're going to show this activity to them? So I have this worksheet over here with the help of sounds and lowercase and uppercase letter recognition as well. They're going to find the word that starts with A. Okay, so A, aeroplane, B, ball, K, cake, D, duck, E, egg. So they're going to match this in their worksheet. So let's move on to the important part for English and maths is cursive lines. Cursive lines can be introduced in a very good way. Let me show you. So I made these cursive line on a A4 size paper. You can take and make few cursive lines over here, okay, and from in the front and the back, and you can draw this on a paper and you can laminate it, and you can give them a marker, a board marker, and they can draw and learn these cursive lines, because these lines help a child to form a letter and the numbers in the future. You can introduce the letters with the help of poems, and after that, once they're all familiar with the cursive lines, with daily practice within a copy or the activity I just showed you, you can do it that way as well. And once you're done doing that, you should start with introducing the lowercase letters. What are lowercase letters? The small letters. Okay, so what the teacher in the class they do is they make sure they start with letter C, and whatever letters that comes along with letter C, they introduce those letters first, and then they move on to the other letters. Okay, how you're going to make them write? You can start up with hollow writing or dot to dot writing. Let's move on to maths. So before introducing maths, I will always tell you to make sure that you are introducing the cursive lines to your children. So once they are all familiar with the cursive lines, you can start up with number counting. In the beginning they should know counting from 1 till 10, and they have to write from 1 till 5 with the help of hollow and dot to dot writing. So what is hollow writing? Let me show you. So this is hollow writing. Hollow means empty from the inside. Hollow. Okay, this is hollow writing, and this is dot to dot writing. As children, they are learning how to write. You cannot just tell them write 4 or write 1 or write 2. They don't know how to write it. Do they have to write straight? Do they have to make a curve? Do they have to make a slant line or a curve line? They don't know. So make sure they know the cursive lines first, and then teach them how to write numbers and letters with hollow writing or dot to dot writing. Same goes with the letters. They have to learn the sequence. If they know what the sequence is, it will help them to learn the quantity as well. Okay, so make them learn the sequence of numbers and letters. Okay, then matching the correct numbers. Over here we did matching of sounds with pictures. The same way they have to match the correct number with each other. Okay, quantity matching. If they know the sequence, it will help them with quantity. Just take one marker or two markers and tell them with number 1 you will place only one marker, with number 2 you will take 2 markers. You can even use your fingers and then place that marker on that number. I have discussed the cursive lines with you and hollow and dot to dot writing. Okay, so let's move on to shapes. So in the beginning you have to introduce these 3 shapes. Okay, circle, triangle and square. In the beginning they will be introduced with big, small, hot, cold, in, out, wet, dry, thick and thin. Mothers are already introducing these concepts to their children even before they're going to school. So these are the basic concept that the teachers will be teaching in the first term syllabus of Playgroup. So let's move on to science. So children love animals, they adore animals and they are petting animals. So what the mothers they have to do is place all the animals in their categories. Okay, farm animals, wild animals, pet animals, sea animals. And what are the farm animals? Horse, duck, cow, hen, sheep, dog. What are the wild animals? Lion, elephant, giraffe, zebra, monkey. Pet animals: cat, dog, parrot, fish, turtle, rabbit. Sea animals: dolphin, shark, whale, octopus, starfish and seahorse. Okay, so you have to introduce what they eat and where they are, what are their habitat. Okay, there is one worksheet that I'm going to show you. So I introduced this worksheet to my toddler for animals. In this worksheet I am introducing the food that the animals are eating. Each animal, each insect that eats their food, and you are supposed to introduce the habitat as well, where do these animals and insects live. So let's move on to the body parts. You will introduce the basic body parts to them, and that is head, nose, ear, hand, eyes, mouth and foot. Okay, so these are the basic body parts that you're going to introduce your child to. Let's move on to the fruits and vegetables. Okay, in the first time you're going to introduce apple, banana, grapes, pomegranate, orange, vegetables, potatoes, peas, cucumber, ladyfinger, carrots, capsicum, and tomato as well. Let's move on to general knowledge. Okay, so general knowledge is very important for your child. So mothers are already introducing these things to their child, that is, what's your name, what's your father's name. Don't say Baba's name or Abbu's name. Make sure you teach them the correct sentence. What's your father's name? What's your mother's name? How old are you? No, just don't tell them what's your age. Tell them once they're old enough to understand that as well, but how old are you? What's your brother's name? What's your sister's name? Our country. Okay, these basic questions, that is about themselves, when you are taking your child for an interview or a test for pre-nursery, they will ask these questions in general from your child. So make sure they know these questions. Okay, the next thing is our country, nationality. I am a Pakistani, so I am going with the flow with my nationality. And that is name of the country, name of provinces, national flower, national game, national fruit, national vegetable. You can also add national dress. Okay, the professions that you're going to introduce, you know that children love professions, you know, they're playing with different professions at home with their toys. So just take one toy a day and introduce that profession to them, like an aeroplane. Who is driving the aeroplane and who is flying the aeroplane? A pilot. Who teaches you in school? Who's in the classroom with you? A teacher. When you're sick, who treats you in the hospital? A doctor. When you go to a bakery, you want to buy a cake. Who bakes that? A baker. You know, you can introduce the professions like that, or you can read a book to them, or show a cartoon or something on their iPads. That's completely your choice. The colors, the basic primary colors that are being introduced are red, yellow, blue. So with the help of these primary colors, you make the secondary colors. Okay. Okay, so I live in Pakistan. Okay, so Urdu is a compulsory subject over here. So if you're not interested, you can move on to the next clip. That's your choice. But obviously I have to introduce Urdu as well. तो उर्दू है तो मैं उर्दू में बात करूँगी. ओके, तो उर्दू में सबसे पहले इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाता है हुरूफ तहज्जी लिखें. हुरूफ तहज्जी लिखें अलिफ से खे तक. ठीक है, हरूफ तहज्जी लिखें अलिफ से खे तक. तो आप कैसे इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे अलिफ से खे तक? आप उनको रोज़ एक हुरूफ लेके उनको बताएंगे कि एक से अलिफ है, अलिफ से अनार, अलिफ से उंगली, अलिफ से अंगूर. हर पिक्चर को लेके उसको आप इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे, बताएंगे बच्चे को कि अलिफ से क्या आता है, बे से क्या आता है और बाकी हुरूफ से क्या आते हैं. फर्स्ट टर्म में अलिफ से खे तक इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाता है और लिखाया जाता है. उसके बाद हुरूफ तहज्जी की आधी शक्ल लिखें. आजकल स्कूल में आधी शक्ल नहीं लिखवाया जाता, पूरी शक्ल लिखवाई जाती है, लेकिन मेरे ख़्याल से बच्चे को आधी शक्ल से ही शुरू किया जा सकता है और किया जाना चाहिए. ये मैंने ख़ुद बनाया है. ठीक है, मैंने ख़ुद बनाया है. इस तरह आधी शक्ल लिख के बे की, पे की, टे की. मैं परफेक्ट नहीं हूँ उर्दू में, बट बेसिक्स मुझे पता है थोड़े बहुत. तो मैंने क्या किया था कि आधी शक्ल बना के डॉटेड लाइन से मैंने याहिया को सिखाया है. ठीक है, इट्स नॉट परफेक्ट, बट आधी शक्ल से मैंने उसको पहले डॉटेड लाइन से सिखाया था, फिर मैंने नुक्ते गायब कर दिए, तो उसको पता था कि एक बे का एक नुक्ता है, फिर पे के 3 नुक्ते हैं, से के ऊपर 3 नुक्ते हैं। तो माशाल्लाह ही नोज़ अलिफ से तक। अब ही इज़ मूविंग टू सीन। तो हमेशा आधी शक्ल से शुरू करें और डॉटेड लाइन शुरू में बनाएं, कोई हर्ज नहीं है, ठीक है। इसी तरह हे का पेट बनाने से पहले उसको आधा बना दें, फिर उसके बाद उसका पेट लेके जाएं, ठीक है। आधी शक्ल से शुरू करें ताकि बच्चे को याद हो जाए। फिर हमारे पास है हुरूफ को हुरूफ से मिलाएं। जिस तरह हम लोग ने मैथ्स और इंग्लिश में हम लोगों ने मैचिंग की है, इसी तरह उर्दू में भी आपको हुरूफ से हुरूफ को मिलाना है ताकि बच्चे को सेल्फ आइडेंटिटी हो कि हर कौन सा हरूफ है और कितने नुक्ते हैं और वो कैसे प्रोनाउंस और साउंड किए जाते हैं। उर्दू में भी आपने उनको आवाज़ साउंड से भी उनको याद करवाना है। सही हुरूफ पर दायरा बनाएं। ये याहिया का की प्री नर्सरी की बुक है, तो इसी तरह पिक्चर्स बने हुए हैं और याहिया को साउंड्स पता है। द दरवाज़ा, ज़ ज़ख़ीरा, च चिड़िया, त तरबूज। तो सही हुरूफ पे दायरा बनाना है। दायरा मीन्स ही हैज़ टू सर्कल इट, ओके। इसी तरह हुरूफ को तस्वीर से मिलाएं। यहाँ पे हुरूफ दिए गए हैं और तस्वीर बनाई गई हैं, आपको तस्वीर बना के उसको हुरूफ से मैच करना है। और आखिरी है 1 से 5 तक गिनती, ठीक है। आप जब मैथ्स करवा रहे हो आप उसको उर्दू में भी बता सकते हो कि 1 मीन्स 1, 2 मीन्स 2, ठीक है। चलें, let's move on to religion. So I am a Muslim, and in Pakistan they introduce Islam to the children. There are Catholic and Christians schools as well over here, so they teach their children accordingly. So if you're a Muslim or a Christian or a Hindu, you have to introduce religion to your children. So over here the first thing that is introduced is duas to the children. Children are already doing duas at home with mothers. So before starting any dua, they have to learn how to start a dua, that is Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, tasmiyah, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay, so they should know how to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, so after that they should know the dua for meal, dua for ilm, and once they're all done with the duas in the first term, there are more duas in the second term, but in the first term they should know these duas first, and then they will be taught few basic knowledge of the religion, and that is, who are you? If you're a Hindu, you will tell you're a Hindu. If you're a Muslim, say you're a Muslim. Okay, holy month of Ramadan. Why do we celebrate the holy month of Ramadan? Don't go and extend, just tell them the basic things for Ramadan. Why do we celebrate Eid? Why do we celebrate Eid twice? Tell them why. What is Hajj? Okay, who created us? Okay, and what's Allah's house name? Okay, these are like the basic things that we are circle around with. So we are telling the children the basic knowledge of Islam. Okay, how many times do we pray? Make sure they know all the 5 names. You are praying at home, so they will be eventually be familiar with the names. Okay, the prayer mat, the tasbih, the topi, the masjid. Why is praying important in masjid? You should tell them that. So this is the basic knowledge for Islam. So yeah, this was the first term syllabus for playgroup, or you can say pre-nursery. I hope you understood and enjoyed the video. If you did not understand any topic or you want me to discuss these topics further, I will be making a video on the activities related to these topics. Okay, I have done a lot of videos with my children with pre-writing strokes, with different letters, how am I introducing quantity, how am I introducing numbers, how am I introducing the sounds with them. I have done a lot of home-based activities along with the worksheets. So I will be doing another video for the first term activities, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe, and inshallah I will see you in my next video.